Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I had a birthday looking fine as wine, but let's get into Bootleg Bible story, shall we? I don't even know. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know how y'all just don't read the Bible and just be like having a whole conversation with Jesus. Because literally, this whole few chapters I was in here, like, Lord, what's wrong with them? Okay, so let me just break it down. So, Jesus kicked in once again. He done got him and his faithful disciples that's over here traveling the earth doing amazing stuff, right? Right. Okay. Okay. So he out here doing amazing stuff. I had to set up and tell y'all this. So, but these people are still out here hating on him. Like he doing signs and wonders. Like he literally in the one chapter, oh boy was in the box. He was in the coffin. This was before embalming fluid or whatever. Saw that the mama was a widow and just felt her pain and said, hey, bro, go ahead and get back up. And healed him in the middle of the funeral procession. Like, we're not gonna have a repast, we're gonna have a rejoice. Like, yes, Jesus. Like, then I don't understand. So then uh he healed the man with all the demons in him and cast them out into to the pigs, and the pigs go into the ocean or the river, the lake, I don't know, but they went somewhere not in the man, and the man was chilling, sitting upright, chilling, and people was like, oh my god, how he do that? And then like people act like they don't know who he was. That was real irritating too, because like is he Elijah? Did he come back from the dead? Like, who is him? And I'm just like, what? What's wrong with y'all? Like, what's wrong with y'all? So then there's Mary Magdalene. No, it's Mary and her sister Martha. Martha in here, I could just see her just frazzled dazzled, just irritated. Like it's Thanksgiving, Christmas mixed all together. Jesus and all his disciples here. You trying to make everything all great, but then you got your sister over here. She just sitting at Jesus' feet, like, "Hey Jesus, like I'm just living off the word. Can't live on bread alone." Like she just sitting there, and she like, Jesus, you not gonna tell her to help me? He said, ma'am, why are you worried about this? She said, why are you worried about this? Like, she doing what she's supposed to do. She's getting the word. She getting fed this way. You up here struggling, worried about this dinner. Like, girl, we all gonna eat. Like, chill out. But the other part that got me is, again, when I tell you, can't say amen, say ow. I'm like, ow, ow, ow. Because it be hurting. So he was like, the part, he was like, why worry about today when tomorrow has troubles of its own? Like, do you see the ravens? They be out here flying and stuff. Trees just be growing, living their best life, and they ain't got no worries. And God cared more about you than He do these birds in these trees. So what makes you think He not gonna give you provisions? Like you up here worried about what you're gonna wear and all of this and all these luxuries. No, man. No. Mm-mm. Then, because these bootleg Bible men living in the law of Moses get on my whole nerves. Oh, hating heifers. Because they like, what did they ask Jesus? They um some they just be asking extra questions and doing too much. And then they got mad because again, I told you Jesus, he real petty a little bit. So the one Pharisee saw he was doing great things, big things, like, oh, I'm gonna have Jesus to my house. Like, that's gonna give me blessings. Oh my God. No, Jesus dogged you. He told you that y'all out here living on bull crap, living on religious law and beliefs and not doing the work of God. Like y'all up here trying to get all this clout. And Jesus is like, no, ma'am. No, sir. We not doing this. You sound crazy. You sound real crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, no, you need to be living for me, living for God, like doing my work, like doing real stuff, like helping out your neighbor and things of that nature. But anyways, so you know, like he like y'all here doing the most, and he said, and they had the audacity to be like, "Why are you coming for me? Because you coming for my people. You're coming for them. Like, what is going on? Like, no." Then I know Jesus was like Walmart, like, or McDonald's 50 billion so because I didn't know he went out and got like 72, 71 other disciples to go talk about the goodness of Jesus. And they went out in the world and he told them, like, if they don't accept you, like, move on, like, go, like, clean your feet. Like when snow, if you're from Ohio, like when snow get on your shoes, just stomp it and be like, abandon them, like abandon, like danger, danger, Bill Robinson, because they ain't about that life. They ain't about that life. But like so many signs and wonders through this whole entire thing. Like Jesus has been dropping nuggets, like whole nuggets the whole time, letting them know, like, bruh, I ain't about to be here for long. Like I got a whole plan. Like I got lots of stuff to do, sirs and ma'ams. So I got to roll. I got to roll out. Like, and they didn't take heed to that. See, I would have been the disciple, been like, excuse me. So you get other people to help us, you know, um, call out demons and heal the sick, raise the dead. Why? What you think you about to do? Cause see, I would be that disciple. That's why he didn't have me on his team for real. Cause he knew at that time that I would be like, excuse me, be that I would be that student that asked the question when you about to dismiss us. Excuse me. Jesus, why you hiring all these other people? Like I thought us 12 was good. And then they was talking about my homeboy John the Baptist, and he was like, John the Baptist is like better than the least in heaven. Like they already up there. And he saying John the Baptist is better. Bruh. I was done. I was done. Like I was just sitting here done. Like he cast but so I ain't talk about this the last time. This is how you know we as women we don't miss a beat. So this lady, she was sick. She was sick and she was so sick and she was basically gone. And Jesus healed her and she got up and started cooking. I said, what? I said, we don't miss a beat. We said, even after we raised from the dead, we still got stuff to do. I said, okay, Jesus, I see you. I see you out here in the streets. What else happened in this chapter that was just like so riveting? Like, it was just the fact that God did so many things and people was still coming for him. That's the part that irritated me. Like he did all these signs and wonders and y'all still tripping. Y'all still hating. Like, oh, oh, oh my god. I forgot. My favorite. So, homeboy from the Roman army. Son sick. Sick as a dog. Um Jesus, once again, out here in these streets preaching the word, killing it. And he said, hey, he sent his people, like, hey, was it his slave? I think it was his slave. Yes, it was his slave, not his son, my bad. He sent them, he was like, hey, Jesus, homeboy said, can you, come help his slave out? He's sick. He on his deathbed or whatever. Like he cool people. Like he's so tight with us that he even made a synagogue for us Jews. Even though we his slaves, like he treat us like real people. Jesus was like, bet, okay. So, boom, that happened. So I don't know what happened in between there because I just forgot real quick. But anyway, he said, Jesus, don't. He said, you know what? You ain't even gotta come. He was like, you ain't even gotta come. He said, because I am not worthy of you even stepping over the threshold of my house. But if you say the word, he is healed. You don't even got to come. Now, Jesus, 4,586 miles away. And he told him, you ain't got to come. Just say that. Just say that. Just say it. And boom, he was healed. He said, Jesus said, I ain't never, ever, 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 ever seen faith like this. And boom, he was healed. So that just tells me if you believe it, you shall receive it. Like, come on. But yes, I was just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, he literally said, just say the word. You ain't even got to come to my house. Then, once again, these old crusty, dusty, get on my nerves Pharisees. Again, the Pharisees all up in people's business. And old girl, she had a few bodies. And he was hating on her like, girl. They was like, girl, if he knew who she was, he wouldn't be asking these questions. But he talked to her and she was healed. Like, and then the woman, the issue of blood, my favorite, so my favorite, because she literally touched him and he said, I felt healing leave from my body. Like he just, gave some away. She said, it was me. Sorry. He said, the fact that you felt that if you touched the hem of my garment, my clothes, like you touched his Gucci belt, and you was healed. What? Girl. I was just like reading this, like, why ain't been getting into the Bible before? Like, I don't even know. Like, this stuff is deep. It's like a good story. It's like a good Bible story. And then they talk about the Good Samaritan, like you should love your neighbor. And then somebody smart want to ask, who my neighbor? And he was like, who you think your neighbor is. So then, Jesus, he like tell you a story so you can get just, I think Jesus was a social worker personally. Like he empowered people to get the answer themselves. Even though he know the answer, that's how I think he be working. But anyway, I digress. So he told him the story about the Good Samaritan and how like people of this man day, like a couple people walked over him, looked over. The one man didn't even bother to do nothing. He just crossed the street. The other one prayed while he crossed the street. But the man that was supposed to be like that didn't like him, was a hater, supposedly wasn't, part of his tribe, was the one who picked him up, healed his wounds, paid for him to go to the inn, and and made sure like, hey bro, if that ain't enough for this Hilton, I'll be back and I got you. Just put it on my tab or whatever. Charge it to my bank account. ACH. I don't know. But he said that's who your neighbor is. And they were like, oh, okay. But like, it's just getting good. But every time he keep dropping these nuggets, like, bro, I ain't about to be here. Like, y'all gonna have to fend for yourself. And I'm just like, bro, y'all had the whole Jesus there and y'all was still playing. I just don't understand. So I'll let y'all know if I finish this chapter or decide to go somewhere else because this right here is just too much for me. And then also, like reading this word, it's like, oh, it just get juicy. It just get real juicy. It'd be like real suspenseful. And I just be like, oh my God, what's about to happen next? Like, Jesus, tell me more. I'll be in here having a whole conversation with the Lord. I promise you. I'd be like, Jesus, you mean to tell me you did X, Y, and Z and they still was a hater? I don't understand. I can't even see you. I don't even, I can't see you. I can feel you. You left me with a whole spirit and they had a whole you and they were still acting crazy. I don't understand. But anyways, y'all have the great night, great day, whatever. Be blessed and more Bootleg Bible stories to come.